Welcome, beautiful soul. Welcome to the Girl Don't Settle channel, where I empower you to live your best life and not to settle in any area of your life. So if you're into learning more about how you can create the best life possible for yourself through mental health, healing, self-love, and all of that great stuff, then continue watching this video, but also subscribe to the Girl Don't Settle channel so you can get notified every week when I post a new video. So today we're talking all about self-love. And self-love, if I must say, is probably the #1 contributor to a happier, healthier life. And I'm about to explain to you why that is. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 6 top reasons why self-love is so important. Without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so reason #1 is that you will have more confidence. I mean, this is a given, I guess, right? The more self-love you have, the more confidence you're gonna have. But why is self-confidence so important? Well, self-confidence is really important for many aspects and areas of your life. One, when you're more confident, you move around the world, with your head held high, and you know what that does? That draws the right energy and the right people towards you and into your life. And that leads to better opportunities. Also, when you're confident, you go into job interviews more confidently. You aren't as scared to try new things. You're not scared to put yourself out there, right? So the more confident you are, the better off you are in life. Confident people, as you may know, confident people tend to be more successful overall. Plus, let's face it, we would all love to be a little bit more confident, right? And when we're more confident, we don't have as much resentment and jealousy towards other women, which is perfect because nobody has time to waste feeling jealous about what someone else has. When you feel confident, you go out and you get what you want yourself. And so there's no room for jealousy, right? Jealousy is actually one of the lowest vibrational energies, and so if we can help it, we don't want to have any envy, we don't want to have any jealousy. We want to raise our vibration so that we can attract more positive into our life. And if we want to do that, we need to work on our self-love, build our confidence so that we can kibosh jealousy, so that we can remove jealousy altogether from our lives, from our vocabulary, from our minds. Number 2 on the list is you will find that you are healthier. When you love yourself, you treat your body right. You're gonna be more active, you're gonna put more healthy foods into your body, you're gonna be more conscious of what you're putting in your body. I know that's true for myself anyways, because when I was miserable and when I lacked confidence and I didn't feel good enough for anything in my life, I ate myself to almost death. I stuffed my face. I poisoned my body with toxic foods all the time, every day, especially when I was hungover. But although I knew that it was bad for me, I didn't love myself enough and cherish myself enough to eat healthy and consciously. But you'll find that the more self-love you have, the more you want to treat your body right. Just like when you love someone else, you want to treat them right? Well, it's the same concept. The more you love and appreciate yourself, the more you want to feed your body properly, the more you want to be active, the more you want to stay fit, and you want to grow old healthily. You might think twice before eating ice cream every day, which I've been known to do even on my self-love journey. So don't be too hard on yourself if that sounds familiar. Just know that you can continuously make changes every day, slowly but surely. You don't have to revamp your whole life, and you're not gonna love yourself completely 100% overnight. It is a process, and you might love yourself a lot one day and the next day you might feel low again. That's okay. It's a journey, it's a process, and we're human. So just remember that, okay? Just because you eat ice cream doesn't mean that you're a bad person or that you don't love yourself sometimes. But do know that if you increase your self-love and your self-worth, you will consciously start to eat healthier. Another thing about being healthier when you have built up self-love is that You won't pollute your body with drugs and alcohol, especially excessively. You know, you might have a couple drinks if you're not in recovery like I am, but you're not gonna go excessive on drugs and alcohol or smoking or any of that, because when you truly love yourself, you know your worth and you know that you wanna stay healthy again. And you can also be healthier mentally and emotionally. So maybe if you have high self-love, you wouldn't, stay in toxic relationships. If you truly loved yourself, you would know that you're better than that. You would know that you are worth more than that. Number 3 on the list is you will find that you'll be treated better by others. You will find when you increase your self-love, people around you and in your life will treat you better. When you treat yourself better, others also treat you better, right? Because you are mirroring, you are showing people how you want to be treated. If you treat yourself poorly, people are like, oh, well, she doesn't really care about herself. She has no self-worth, so why should I treat her well, And you'll notice the type of people that you attract into your life and the type of men that you attract into your life. And the people that you surround yourself. When you don't love yourself, you tend to surround yourself with people who aren't quality people, and they might not respect you in the way that you truly deserve. And the other reason why people will treat you better when you increase your self-love is because usually you'll have better boundaries. When you start to really truly love yourself and know your worth and know your value, you realize that you aren't gonna put up with crap. You're not going to put up with shit, right? You're going to start to speak your mind. You're going to start to tell people how to treat you. And when someone doesn't treat you right, you're going to notice it and you're going to step back because you're going to know your worth. Your standards overall will be higher. The 4th benefit of increasing your self-love is you will have more compassion. You'll have more compassion for yourself and for others. And I work a lot on this. And I work a lot with the women in my Radically Reinvent Yourself program to become more compassionate towards themselves, because this is a huge aspect of self-love. When we love ourselves, we understand that we are human. We forgive ourselves. We allow ourselves to forgive our past selves for any stupid things that we may have done, anything that we tend to be holding on to, maybe being a little bit more resentful towards ourselves. We are able to let go of that because we realize that we are not that person anymore, and that person was just doing the best she could given the circumstances she was in, right? But the new and improved us, the woman with self-worth and self-love, knows that she is human, understands that, and is more compassionate towards herself. So in the Radically Reinvent Yourself program, we go through an exercise where we write a compassionate love letter to ourselves, and it's this beautiful, amazing experience for the women and for myself. Sometimes I do it myself, and it really is a reconnection to oneself. When we're more compassionate towards ourselves, we can tame the inner critic in our mind. We can, be easier on ourselves. We stop worrying so much what other people think about us, and we just feel better and more confident overall. And we also become more compassionate towards others, because once we realize that we're just human and we make mistakes, and we're able to be more compassionate with ourselves, we're also able to see that in others, right? Because we're always mirroring others. And so a great thing about being able to be compassionate towards others is sometimes we hold on to resentments towards other people who may have hurt us in the past. And when we're able to let that go, we are able to heal ourselves. We are able to liberate ourselves from holding on to those resentments which do us no good. Another reason why sometimes when we love ourselves enough, we're able to forgive and be more compassionate to those who hurt us is that we realize that we are worthy of a happy and healthy and healed life. So we aren't going to hold on to that pain and suffering anymore. We're going to value ourselves in our lives enough to stop being stuck in the trauma mindset, and we're going to allow ourselves to release it, right? And we're going to do everything in our power to heal and to grow so that we can live our brilliant and beautiful lives that are waiting for us. And this is one of the most empowering things that I did on my own healing and self-love journey, but also what I see when I see a transformation in the women in my program. It's really about knowing that you are enough, that you are worthy of healing and letting go. And you don't have to be a prisoner of your own mind. Oftentimes when we go through trauma, whether in childhood or adulthood, we get stuck. We really get stuck in what I like to call the trauma mindset. It's the victim mentality. And we take that on as an identity. But when we can start to heal and peel back the layers and forgive in a way that isn't for the abuser or for the person who hurt us, but forgiveness for ourselves, for our own inner healing, it's transformational. It honestly is transformational. And that's another thing that I walk women through in the program. So if there's something that you're holding on to that you can't get past and you feel stuck, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. That is what I do. I am an empowerment coach and a personal reinvention mentor for women. I'm also an EFT practitioner. So you can use the power of tapping to release you from some of your past traumas as well. There's so many ways, but I want you to know that you are worthy of healing. And I think that no matter what, we should try everything in our power. Try anything and everything until you find something that works for you. It's not one size fits all, okay? So if you've tried other tools and techniques and therapies in the past, I want you to know that there is still hope. There are so many different things that you can try, and I have a few tricks up my sleeve. So again, reach out to me if you feel the need. So number 5 on the list is your overall happiness. So I mean, when you're feeling more confident, you're happier because you're more successful. You're willing to take chances. You're willing to take risks, right? When you're feeling confident, you're able to attract healthier, happier relationships. When you're feeling a lot of, self-love, you're eating healthier and you're being more active. And who doesn't feel better when they're more active and eating healthier? When you're setting boundaries because you know your worth and your value, and you're not putting up with as much shit, of course you're gonna sleep better at night. When people start to treat you the way that you deserve to be treated, of course, it's gonna make you feel happier overall. Am I right, ladies? And let's not forget to mention the inner peace you will feel when you start to feel whole, when you start to feel worthy, when you start to feel enough, and when you start to really truly value yourself and know your worth and love yourself. There's a sense of peace that comes with that. I mean, I know this because I worked really hard to start to feel confident and love myself. It had been ages and decades. I don't think I ever truly loved myself or felt enough. But I'm slowly but surely getting there. I'm 100 times better than I was, a couple years ago, but it is a journey. It's a constant journey. It's not something that changes overnight, and I don't think it's actually like a final destination. I think that it ebbs and flows, just like everything else in life. I think that you're gonna have good days and you're gonna have bad days, but as long as you remember to get back on track and to constantly be working on steps to increase your self-love, your self-worth, and to remind yourself that you are good enough, I think that's the most important thing, right? Let's not lose ourselves, especially once we start to make those changes and we start to feel better. I mean, I know for myself, once I started to feel better and started to see my worth, I got addicted to it. I got addicted to that feeling. I no longer use drugs and alcohol, so I had a new addiction. I had a new addiction to feeling better about myself. And I hope that you will find that for yourself as well. If you haven't already started your self-love journey, I hope that you will start it soon, because it is one of the most beautiful things that you can do for yourself and for your life. And with that being said, I'm gonna tell you the last and final reason why self-love is so important. So number 6 on the list is, girl, you won't settle. I know, a little bit cliche, but it's true. When you love yourself, again, know your worth, know that you're good enough, and know your value, you stop settling in all areas of your life, which is what this channel is all about. That is what I am all about in my own personal life, and I'm all about helping other women see their worth, see their value, know that they're enough, so that they can stop settling in all areas of their life as well. And we're talking relationships, right? You're not gonna settle for a piece of crap man or woman if you feel good on the inside about yourself, right? You're gonna know your worth. You're not gonna put up with crap. You're not gonna settle in a career that you hate, that makes you miserable. Because if you know that you're valuable and that you have so many great qualities and so many career opportunities, because you are smart, you are beautiful, you are capable, and you have confidence, you're gonna change careers or you're gonna change jobs because you know that your life is valuable and life is too short to be settling in a job that you hate. You're not gonna settle when it comes to your health. You're gonna know your worth, so you're going to put effort into staying active, being healthy, and you're gonna wanna, you love your life, so you're gonna wanna grow old healthily, right? And the biggest and best one that I love and that I figured out for myself and is the reason why I am now traveling Central America long term is that you won't settle for anything less than what your heart truly desires. So you'll probably go after your dreams. When you realize your worth and you know how amazing you are gonna set your sights high and you're going to go after those sights. So that's exactly what I did. When I realized, oh my God, I am enough. So that dream that I've had to travel long term for all of these years, I am good enough to accomplish those dreams. And even if I don't feel like I have 100% of what it takes now, I'm going to believe in myself enough, and I'm going to believe that I'm worthy enough for those dreams, that I'm going to work towards those dreams and goals every day until I become the type of woman that can accomplish that dream. And that is exactly what I did. I worked at it for 2 years. I worked on my confidence, my limiting beliefs. I healed, and I started to change my habits until I became the type of woman who would start her own business, who would be able to help other women, who would go back to school, who would study and read every day and make her bed and clean her house and do her dishes and not use drugs or alcohol to numb out and all of that, right? So it is a process, but once you realize you are enough, which you are, by the way, in case you don't realize it yet, you are enough and you are worthy of your dreams and your desires. That's when, you know, the game changes, because you start to make changes in your life so that you can reach those dreams and goals, which you deserve to. So anyways, guys, I know this might have been a little bit repetitive. I know I used the words worthy and enough and self-love and all of that great, amazing stuff over and over again in this video, but that is because that's what this is all about, right? You are a queen and you are worthy. No matter where you come from, what you've done, where you've been, I don't care. In the end, and from the beginning, you've been enough and you've been worthy. I just need you to see it as well, and that's why I make these videos, and that's why I started the Girl Don't Settle Instagram page and the Girl Don't Settle Facebook group, because I want to spread the word. I want to spread the word that we as women, as human beings, born into this world, this human experience, we are enough and we are worthy of our greatest desires, actually, and we are worthy of happiness and health. And sometimes we lose ourselves and we lose track and we go through traumas and we go through crap that makes us feel unworthy. But in the end, and from the very beginning, we are worthy. We just have to remember who we are. And I'm here to remind you. You are a warrior queen. You didn't get this far to only get this far. So continue to heal, to grow, to learn. I am so proud of you, because if you're watching this video right now, that means that you are seeking answers. That means you are seeking personal growth and healing. And that's beautiful. Keep going, my friend. And until next week, I love you. I hope you're well wherever you are in the world, and I will see you soon.